Yeah, you bring me back memories of my own life 50 years ago. We suffered a terrible genocidal attacks on our population, which pushed 10 million people across the border into India. Fortunately, the situation didn't last very long. In less than a year, war ended, and we all came back home. Okay. And now fast forward 50 years, and we are on ourselves housing 1.2 million refugees. And I have my good friend, the High Commissioner for Refugees here, and he saw them many, many times in camps in Cox's Bazar. Now, these Rohingyas fled what the US called a textbook case of genocide. Now, in the last 8 years, the world spent upwards of $5 billion on them, US being the largest donor, and thank you for that. And we, ourselves, spent probably way more, and in many more ways, more than money, okay? Now, how much did we all spend on Rohingyas before they came to Bangladesh? Nothing. Their lands are bountiful, their waters are plentiful. We used to buy food from them. They don't need us. We need them. So all this money that we spend, including US taxpayers' money, which I mentioned to you in June when I visited you, it's completely unnecessary. Now, today, of course, we cannot send them back against their will. But what is their will? High Commissioner, you saw when you go to the camps that they want to go back. The Secretary General who came, UN Secretary General who came to Bangladesh on a Ramadan evening, broke fast with them with 100,000 refugees. It was almost like a biblical scene. Everybody had a placard in his hand, a sign saying, "We want to go back home." Of course, we cannot push them back against their will, but should we keep them against their will? They want to go back. So, you see, I see more efforts in getting financial resources for them, which is extremely important. Don't get me wrong. As long as they are here, they have to be fed, they have to be taken care of. But I see far fewer attempts to resolve the issue. So it has become, it's ridiculous that we keep spending our taxpayers' money. We are not mobilizing enough political resources to resolve this issue. So in the meanwhile, what happens? Kids grow in camps. Every year you have 30,000 new kids that are born there. And they grow up without any hope, without any light end of the tunnel. And what do you expect them to do? President Usman, you came back because the world was together in resolving your problem. You are lucky.
Yes, we are.
But, think about Rohingyas. They are no less human than you or me. Can we make them lucky by making the right kind of political investment? Now, I'll give you some good news. The place where they came from is called Rakhine State of Myanmar. And 85% to 90% territory has been taken over by Arakan army. And we are in frequent touch with them. Last week, they sent me pictures where Arakan army head was talking to Rohingyas who have been brought in from the internal displacement camps back to their villages. The village headman is being chosen from among them. They built some new mosques. They opened a grand mosque in one of the major towns. So things are getting better. This is the time when you actually make the political move. So I would urge everybody to make sure that in the next few months, we come together and pledge to ourselves and to the refugees that we make this political investment. Next week, we have this UN International Conference on Rohingyas. Many of our countries will be represented there. This is what the Rohingyas are waiting to hear, that the world has finally heard us and they want to do something about us. They want us, they will help us go back to our homes. So this is, therefore I will make this call. Many of these Rohingyas have received asylum in different countries. Last month, we organized a conference in Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh, which is the largest refugee camp in the world. And these people came one after the other. They expressed their desire to go home, including people who are in diaspora. We're talking about asylum of refugees in Western countries, United States included. These people want to go home. Please help them go home. So I don't want any money to be spent on the Rohingyas in the 3 to 4 years from now. Rather, spend a little money, a fraction of it, in Myanmar, so that they can restart their lives, get their future back. Thank you.